Yeah, time to hit the beach. Yes, sir. Out there. Nice.
Yeah.
This is Lorna giving us a grand tour.
Are a little more unusual. Like this one has a glass wall.
Mm-hmm.
It has a backyard. It has an outside hot water shower through the door here.
Nice.
So you really get a very unique, very unique space.
Oh wow. No, this is very liberal.
So get like a lot of light inside. So really kind of mood lifters, if you will. For people who have been stuck in like apartments and dark apartments and haven't been getting out in the sunshine.
Nice, lovely. Very open space.
Yeah.
Very open space. Love it. And you said this one is only 90.
This one is only 90 a night. And then you have, of course, like the hammock outside is also, even when it's pouring rain, you don't get a drop on you.
Wow.
And then there's another little swing here.
Nice, nice.
A little eating area.
It's lovely. It's real nice.
And being all wrapped in screen.
Yes.
Really, actually, kind of shade gives you a little bit of
shade.
And then, of course,
the bug protection.
Mosquitoes and
Gotcha.
stuff, which is great. And there's a certain amount of privacy too, because when people walk around, it's kind of kind
opaque.
of dark in there. Yeah, you can't see in so clearly. This is beautiful.
Very cute. Taking this bad boy for a spin tomorrow.
I appreciate it.
Very cute space. Very cute space. Very rustic. Wow, really for the nature lovers. It's a nice painting on the wall. Nice artwork. See, we are going to my backyard. How about that? Coconut tree, well, our palm tree. Nuts. You bring your coconut, Brazil, and you. Rustic. It's cute. I like it. Katamah. Lorna welcomed us with open arms, I must say. She's giving us the grand tour. She's just trying to assist, I guess, right now with getting their food. Beachside delivery pizza, you know, lit. I say when I walk on the beachside, I come with 3 boxes of pizza. Very lit. So you have some more villas going that way, and you know my favorite, the beach is that way. And then these are the names of the villas. So you have Berry, down to Garden Cottage. Very nice space, very nice.
Tibet, and they have these flags hanging all around like monasteries. And when you go there to pray, they believe that your prayer gets sent out if the flag is there.
Okay.
So the flag has like movement and it has like energy, and you sit there and you say your prayer, and so yeah.
Nice.
So you can make a little prayer at the Marley room.
And what does Katamah mean?
Katamah is actually how it's pronounced. Means place to fish.
Oh.
Place to fish. Yeah, and it's a Native American word from a tribe in New England. So I'm from Massachusetts,
Okay.
Martha's Vineyard to be exact. And on the vineyard, there's a group of Indians that had a princess named Katamah. So much like the Pocahontas story, she was the princess, you know, the daughter of the chief. She really wanted to help some political situations that were going on between two different tribes. She also wanted to marry the other chief's son, and she wasn't allowed to. And so she had to stop the two tribes from fighting. So her and the son kind of came together and tried to get the tribes to get along.
Okay.
But they couldn't. And when they couldn't, Katamah and the other prince went to the sea, went out to the sea, and disappeared into the sea. And it's said that they actually turned into dolphins. So I
Okay.
don't know if you noticed, there's a lot of dolphins off the coast of Treasure Beach here.
I didn't know that.
What? There's schools of wild dolphins swimming around off the coast of Treasure Beach. And so Katamah is also the story of the Native American fable of the creation of dolphins.
Okay.
Yeah. But I love the way that it also, in their language, it means place to fish. And
Yeah, because
obviously
how
here,
fitting.
Yeah.
it's a fishing village.
Right
you know,
here.
And if you sit there long enough and look out in the sea, you'll see the schools of dolphins
Wow.
just playing wild and happy, which you don't get like on the north coast.
Yeah.
On Mobe side, there's too many ships and oil
Scares
in
them
the
away.
water and stuff. Yeah, but here it's so quiet that we still have like wild dolphins swimming around. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I thought it was Katamah, so I'm glad you cleared that up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of people say Katamah, but if you think about how the Native Americans spoke, they actually said Katamah. Katamah. Yeah, and Katamah is also a place on Martha's Vineyard.
Okay.
Where I grew up in Oak Bluffs, which was kind of very similar to Treasure Beach. Oak Bluffs, you could ride down to this little private beach. There was an area of the island that couldn't be built up on. It was all sand duning. Of
Okay.
course, that's the kind of thing they gave the Indians, right? So it was Native American land. They gave them the part that was too sandy to build on.
build on,
kind of
yeah.
like tricked them. But it actually was the most beautiful. It is one of the most beautiful parts of Martha's Vineyard there. And so the area Katamah actually reminds me of Treasure Beach and how it's not all built up. It's still very quiet. It's still very natural.
Yeah.
And when I was a little kid, my parents owned a guest house. They used to bring us all down to the beach there and do like bonfires and have fish on the beach and stuff, which is kind of a similar culture of what happens
Here.
here. So I saw a lot of connections. A lot of connections between Katamah and Treasure Beach for me. Hello guys.
Okay. All right. Thank
and
you.
then the Moroccan thing, I don't know if you noticed that it's actually a Moroccan decor, especially if you go up to the house. So the main owner, the original owner of the house who built that house,
Yes.
she was a French woman whose grandmother lived in Morocco.
Okay.
So later in life, this would be her second marriage. She married a local Jamaican man, and they had this property together. And the Jamaican man built her a little Moroccan house to remind her of the house
home.
she used to visit her grandmother at. But after Martha's Vineyard, my family actually moved me to Morocco. So part of my childhood, like around 12 to 15, I actually grew up in Morocco.
Okay.
When I came back from Morocco, I started doing I did architecture at City College in New York, and then I started doing Moroccan design. So I've only ever built Moroccan style businesses. This is my fourth.
Okay.
Each one has a Moroccan theme. So when I came across this property and I saw something of a Moroccan essence already starting, I felt like, wow, this is just perfect for me. You know, I always loved the Caribbean, you know, Jamaica and this part of the island, and then to find this thing that it was already kind of started, but just needed more work and like finishing, I could come in. So I've continued the Moroccan theme by copying the
I
Moroccan
noticed
design down there. I actually closed my nightclub in Manhattan 17 years, which was a Moroccan style nightclub, world music lounge. and I brought all my Moroccan artifacts down, shipped them all down to Jamaica.
Okay.
So all the lanterns that you see, they were all a part of my other business, which was called Koosh, which was like on the Lower East Side in Manhattan. So we're kind of like an underground world music lounge.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's how the Moroccan theme ties in to Katamah.
And you say you had 3 other businesses?
Yes.
Resorts as well?
I had 3 other ones. Well, before Katamah, I had Lefferts Manor Bed and Breakfast.
And that was in?
In Brooklyn.
Okay.
So that was 5 locations of a bed and breakfast in Brooklyn. That's what I was running before I came down here. I also was on the tail end of my nightclub life.
Okay.
So I still had the nightclub with my ex-husband for about 1 year into starting this, and then we sold out of the nightclub. But so the nightclub I did for the 17 years. The nightclub actually started as a small bar on the Lower East Side. So I started off small at like 23 years old. I opened a little Moroccan bar, and then that kind of parlayed into the nightclub business. So I started with a small bar called Koosh. It was on Orchard Street in the Lower East Side. We were like the first hookah lounge to come into this kind of deserted area of the city. And then from Koosh, that did really well. We started getting a whole heap of stars, Denzel Washington, Alicia Keys, Uma Thurman, a lot of actors in Lower Manhattan. And so we actually needed to move and expand. And then we closed the small bar and moved into the nightclub business. So that would be business 1 and business 2. First the bar, then the nightclub. Then from the nightclub business, I actually wanted to start renting rooms in a house in Brooklyn that I had been working on for like 10 years. Like painstakingly like renovating and restoring an old brownstone. So I started renting rooms in the brownstone. First to students. This is the beginning of my hotel thing, coming back to the hotel, 2008. And I just rented, did like a couple of monthly rentals. And I found it as a kind of way to enrich my children's life, actually. I was like, this is cool. I got this dancer from Japan, and, I got this lady from Ireland who's a writer, and my kids are meeting like international people. So I opened up that, and that did so well. It actually did better than the nightclub.
Wow.
And I ended up expanding into other people's homes. And so like in New York, you can have like the top layer, the top floor has a separate entrance from the bottom. So a lot of people would split their building and they would give me the lower level, or they'd give me the top level. And so that was the 5 locations.
Okay.
It was actually people that I knew who gave me part of their building to open up. One of them was a famous African model named Alekwek. She gave us the lower level of her place, so still had a lot of like connections from the nightclub business. But yeah, the bed and breakfast business did great. It was a time when people, I think, wanted to get away from big corporations and start to get more in touch with neighborhoods and what it felt like to live in New York for real, not on 42nd Street or whatever. So I pulled away from the nightclub business, closed the nightclub, came on vacation to Jamaica, fell in love with Treasure Beach, fell in love with Jamaica, and said, I don't want to ever go home. And that's why I dreamed up this new job for myself here running Katamah, which is such a blessing. It's just amazing to be living in paradise, like what anyone could ever want.
Very much so.
It's work too. But when you're doing what you love, it doesn't really feel like work.
Exactly.
Well, thank you for the lovely interview. I thought you'd be so interested in me. I thought let's go see some rooms. Let me go show you the house, the Moroccan house we're talking about.
That's fun. I would love this. I have one Moroccan friend, and I'm always telling him that whenever he comes to Jamaica, he won't ever want to leave. So imagine him coming here.
All right. If he comes here and sees this.
I have to say, I didn't really realize how much connection being in Jamaica, how much of a connection it was to my Moroccan upbringing until my Moroccan friends came here. And they were like, Moni, this is just like Morocco, just like Morocco. The trees, everything about the place just feels like Morocco. Even the 2 different subcultures of Jamaica.
Yeah.
They're very laid back people smoking marijuana and laying around on the beach, and the rum heads. and you have the really strict, conservative, hard-working other side who usually arrest those ones. But even the two different Morocco's the same way. Same way. You have the hashish guys, the kind of, hey, my friend, and then you have the can I see some ID, please? So this is one of the rooms in the villa. Let me see. They don't get a lot of direct sunlight, so sometimes they can be a little bit tricky to film.
Nice, nice. Somebody beat me to it. Somebody raided the fridge before me. Nice. Moroccan style. Trouble. Nuts. It looks like an octopus.
It's a hat.
Jakes, it's been real. It's been nice. Love this car. Boothe, always a favorite of mine. So we are on our way to Katamah right now, which is like 2 minutes down the road. So hopefully the cops don't stop us in that short space of time. I feel love St. Elizabeth, you know. 1 minute it's overcast, 1 minute it's sunny. Right now I'm outside and I'm not going in. Well, I'm going in, yeah? I'm going in. In St. Elizabeth, if you don't see a bike, trust me, St. Elizabeth known for the bikes. Like cars don't exist here, are just loan bike, and I'm not like an idiot young neither. And some top bike. Such a beautiful property. Take you guys on a journey with me upstairs. This lovely oasis. Now this is what you call paradise. Beautiful little space for you to relax out of the sun, get some nice cool shade, add up a few drinks, and just, you know, unwind. Yeah, and it wouldn't be right, a place like this, without the one and only Jamaican flag. Beautiful, beautiful. Now we're going check in with Moni, aka Lorna. Hi. We made it. So we're back on property today at Katamah. I'm staying in the Marley room, short for Bob Marley, I would assume. This is the place I showed you guys yesterday. Look, green lizard. This is the place I was showing off yesterday, well, one of, and it's very quaint, rustic, old-time feel. One bedroom, gets really good natural light and a nice breeze is flowing through. I showed the bathroom yesterday as well, but maybe I won't put it in the other video and just work with it today. Really feel outdoorish, adventurous. Fresh towels, tissue, that is a must. Nice artwork. And of course, this place wouldn't be fitting without I won't say the word, toilet. But yeah, it's simple. Just a place to stay for the night until I have to head off for work tomorrow, unfortunately. But big up my workplace. Same way, big up my workplace. Actually won this trip to go to St. Elizabeth from Nestle Trinidad. So big up on itself, Nestle Trinidad. The health and wellness department of Nestle Trinidad, I would say. Yeah, because it was a health and wellness competition that I won to get the opportunity to come to St. Elizabeth, and they booked me in at Jake's, and because of the whole situation with there being a curfew and whatnot, I thought about pushing this off until another week, but then I said maybe the restrictions will get even more restrictive, and there's a time period on the gift cert, because I was actually supposed to use this from how long, but kept putting it off. So decided to just come and spend an extra day in St. Elizabeth. Very beautiful place, I must say. Very friendly people. I stopped on the road multiple times asking questions and whatnot, and no one ever said no, they're not answering me or anything. Everyone was nice and friendly. So love this place. Jordan, me in your place. Actually saw a lady that looked just like you, and I asked her if you guys were related, and she said, I never hear about Jordan in a day in my life. So I just laughed, but she looks just like you. But yeah, about to head to the beach because it's nice and sunny, and this property has its own, well, it's on Treasure Beach. It's on a portion of Treasure Beach, so even though the beaches are technically closed, this one is open for us. There's a good look. So heading to the beach now. I guess the next thing you'll see is me at the beach. Yeah, time to hit the beach. Yes sir, out there. When you're fully ready to hit the beach, you know, fully ready to hit the beach, I guess staycation, but then about she easy for burn. Easy for burn, way. Well, the sun is really hot still, so the sun is really hot. But we're outside. Now we're not going in, as per usual. Now going in. The sand is hot. Hot like a mother. Oh yeah, on tugs. Tough it out. Tough it out. Oh my days.
Here?
Oh yeah, Winston, am my time now, no?
You heard that? Him said, boy,
Winston, am my time now? Outside, I will not go ahead. This is what I'm talking about. Just the life. Do not swim when sea rough. Oh. Outside. Outside, I will not. So it's a beautiful Monday morning. I definitely have the Monday blues because right now I'm headed to work. As you can see, I'm in my work shirt. It's 6 o'clock right now and I'm about to leave St. Elizabeth. It's been a wonderful experience here, shared between Jake's and Katamah, and I must say I will be coming back to St. Elizabeth for sure. The views are beautiful. Right now I'm looking at Treasure Beach from an elevated platform, and the water is beautiful. The waves flowing towards the shore, but there also are waves cutting across that. So if you get caught in that, you're in trouble, you know, but looking at its beauty is marvelous. And I must say 100% I'll be coming back. My time here was shared between Jake's and Katamah, and it has been a wonderful experience. Last night I was sleeping, I could hear the waves crashing, and that's a beautiful sound to fall asleep to. I woke up in the middle of the night to use the restroom and I heard the same waves crashing as well. Beautiful. I always wanted to live on a property where the beach is close by so I could hear the sounds of waves crashing. That's one of my favorite sounds to hear. But I've been rambling on for very long and I want to show you this view, so check it out with me. And it's just me, AB, signing out.